Wit, and welcome to the Paleo Archive. Today I'll be doing my first review today, and if you guys remember from my previous video about me giving a shout out to Andy the Anomalocaris, the Kickstarter for the line called Paleo Plush, I actually got my own Andy today. So today we'll be taking a review of him and seeing if this is a plush you should get or not. So let's get on. So here's the bag that I got. And I personally picked this up from Shinoa herself. I asked if I can come and pick this up instead of waiting for it to get shipped to my house. So I'm able to get it a little bit early because the shipment just came yesterday. But here we have Shinoa's logo for her paleo art blog. Pretty cool. And we will take out the star of this review. This is Andy the Anomalocaris. This is Shinoa's first plushie in her line of prehistoric plush animals. We'll talk about this in a little bit. But before we do that, I'm going to set Andy aside here. And we're going to just see what else she included in my little bag. We have a pin box with some pins she designed. This is the logo I mentioned earlier. This is Anomalocaris right here. This is a little pin, really cool design because it reminds me of my channel blog art. The hammer and claw of a theropod. And we have here a skull of a Camarasaurus, which is very cool. I love her designs and everything. And then we have a similar, or almost pretty much identical to the one right here. Another one throw in. And I'm not sure what's all going to be included in the packages for those who have backed this project up from Kickstarter. I don't know if this will be included or other stuff will be included. I am completely unsure, and it all depends on how much money you donated, because the more you donated, the more you got. I can't tell you for sure what's going to be included other than Andy himself, but this is what I got. So pretty cool stuff. And now we're going to take a look at Andy himself. And here we have Andy the Anomalocaris here. And I have to tell you that Andy looks absolutely amazing. His aesthetics are very nice. And Andy has a wonderful color scheme and just absolutely looks great. But before we get into the specifics about Andy and what makes him so great, I wanted to show you his little tag here. Now here, this is his tag. It's made out of solid cardboard. And here's Shinoa's design of Andy, which is absolutely adorable. But the reason I wanted to show you this tag and why I think it's pretty cool, has a little bio in the back for Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris canadiensis. Anomalocaris canadiensis, first described in 1892 by British-Canadian paleontologist Joseph Frederick Wyeth, growing between 1 and 3 feet long, this intriguing relative of arthropods hails from the Cambrian period, about 508 million years ago. And then it says down here, Paleopal's plush toys are lovingly designed with data from original fossils. And here's the website. Definitely recommend looking there because she has some other designs for other animals she's planning on doing. And then there's some other information there, barcode, and yeah. So let's get looking at what Andy is. So looking at the specifics of Andy, we have his underbody here, and we see his lobes here. His lobes are absolutely accurate, and they definitely did a really good job. She really did a good job of doing that. I know Andy has been created using studies and fossils of Anomalocaris, which makes him absolutely accurate. We see his little fin back here, which again, the lobes and the fins were used when he was alive to propel himself through the water in like a wave motion, if you kind of get my idea. And then we see his eyes here, and to the contrary, Anomalocaris did not have pupilled eyes. Though it's very adorable, and I think it adds to the cuteness of Andy. He had compact eyes similar to most insects, and if he did have accurate eyes, I'm sure he'd look a lot less adorable, I'll tell you that. And then we see he actually has an accurate mouth. If you guys see my video, he has discs for his mouth that interchange and crush its prey. And then we see his mouth appendages. My only gripe, 2 gripes I should say, but not too bad, is that these appendages do not have filaments or the hair-like structures you see Anomalocaris most has. Again, it could be the design or whatever. But also, I think Anomalocaris should have his mouth appendages similar to this. Instead of like chomping action, you should have him like this, so you can actually have him move food into his mouth. But still looks very, very wonderful. And then the color scheme's great. Light does not do justice here. It looks a little bit off, but here you can clearly see a white line with two bright, it doesn't really, the brightness doesn't show up too well, it kind of, two bright red stripes here, and then it's a kind of, I don't know, it's a dark brown red here, and then of course little spots of white around his body, and then his complete underbelly is just a dark white. I don't know if that's even a color, and then that same red brownish color. And you know, it looks absolutely great, and the size of Andy is another amazing feat. I've actually measured Andy, and he is actually from the tip of his mouth appendage. I mean, you can even see how large he is. He's really not in frame here, but I measured Andy from the tip of his mouth appendage to the end of his back fin here, and he actually is 18 inches long, which is, like I said, like the bio said, 1 to 3 feet. This is actually in between. It's over a foot long and kind of reaching into 2 foot mark. But not only is this is also another awesome factor, is that not only does it look great accurately, but actually is a real size. While like you have a T-Rex plushie that can be this size, this is actually what Anomalocaris would be in real life, its size, and it's absolutely amazing. So I think this is a great toy, and my recommendation is absolutely pick this up. If you see it either online or if you go to a museum and you happen to see him sitting on the shelf, I would absolutely just buy it right there. Andy is such a great toy because it's a first step in actually making accurate toys of prehistoric animals, and Shino is doing an absolutely wonderful job designing the animals, not only making it accurate but look adorable. And I can actually recommend this for all ages. Children can buy this because it looks cool, and they can play, repredict prehistoric situations, and adults can even have fun with this. They can leave this on their desk or whatever, because again, it's accurate. It has such a great play value and is just absolutely accurate. So you know what, I absolutely recommend it. Try finding this somewhere and definitely look out for it. But that's my review, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you wanted me to do any more kind of reviews such as this. Let me know in the comments below. But as always, I'll see you all later.